It's a 21 footer. It's a ski and fish, so it has a forward mounted electric trolling motor, 24 volt motor out on the front. And in addition, to power that is a pair of these lead acid batteries, because you need to get 24 volts. Chaparral puts the batteries in this compartment up to the front, so you got a pair there. And I bought the onboard charger, which is a triple bank. Actually, there's one it will charge the starting battery for the gas motor, stern drive, and as well as two 12 volt batteries. I pulled one out so I could measure the trays. What I decided to do with some of my background in hybrids and some appreciation for lithium batteries, is I did a considerable amount of research, and I've purchased a couple of batteries. These are Battleborn, and what I have is a pair of these BB 10012s. They're 100 amp hour, 12 volt, and one of the attractions, if I'm careful, I can use the same charger to charge these as I used on the lead acid. The ProMariner charger that I have in there will work. The only thing I need to be careful of is to unplug it once they're charged. The float voltage is okay, but eventually for lead acid, that charger will go through a conditioning cycle, and the lithium batteries don't like, and life will be shortened running that cycle. So I can use that to charge the batteries up, and then once they're charged and it goes to float, then we can shut it off. Here's the battery. Looks like a good normal Type 27. It should fit my trays. I'm going to lift that guy out of there. There's number 2. Now there are a couple reasons I did this. One is that lithium batteries, generally if you're running at high load, lead acid batteries have some limitations, and you aren't able to use the entire capacity of the battery. The lithium batteries, if they tell you 100 amp hours, you can usually use the whole thing. It'll take them all the way down to the bottom, but they won't exhaust until you use all the energy. And lead acid tends not to do that. Second thing, these are pretty rugged batteries. They are advertised at 31 pounds, and the lead acids, depending on how much lead they put in them, the deep cycles like that, Type 27s, are 50 to 55 to 65 pounds. I weighed these at one point, and I think they're 52. So basically it's 20 pounds of battery. So I'm going to take 40 to 45 pounds off the front end of the boat. When I went through the process and started shopping for these things, I was looking for high quality. These aren't the least expensive, but they were the only ones that I found that at least advertised that they are UL listed at battery level. They're made with cylindrical cells. You can put them in just about any position. They won't leak. There's no liquid, so there's no spill. So I'm going to put these guys in. I was going to see where the voltage is coming right out of the box here. I'm sure they're shipped partially charged at least. 13.44, so they're pretty full. I'll need to check the other one, and probably what I'll need to do, they generally want to make sure they're charged to the same level, and if the voltages don't match, I will connect them and charge them separately before I tie them together. So at this point I'm just going to go unbolt the other ones and get them out of the trays and get these swapped in. I do have to say that these guys, the Battleborn folks, give you nice hardware. Good stainless steel bolts, looks like brass flat washers, and locking nuts. So I had to go get a couple extra wrenches to torque it down. And then I'm going to get them tucked back in there. So there are the new batteries. They're all tucked in the compartment here. And I did charge them before I finished connecting them. It only probably took an hour or so to top them off. My charger is supposed to run at about 14.6 max, and the Battleborn folks said that was okay. When I got done, I checked and the batteries were at 14.75 and the charger was in what they called a conditioning mode. So I unplugged it, disconnected the charger, let them sit for a few hours, and then they came back at about 13.7. They settled in after the charger was disconnected, and this morning when I finished hooking it all together, the front one was 13.96 and the back one was 13.98, which is I think just fine. So it's going to be a little bit of time before I get the boat out on the water to see how they perform, but so far so good.